Hello. Hello. Testing, testing. This is me. This is Becker. Welcome once again to Cubyz, and welcome to Chainik, who is back once again with us. And I am very grateful for your appearance. And, well, we're here. We're in the new 0.3.0, and this is episode 13. So you just know it's going to go really well. Well, I don't even remember what kind of wood this is that I'm. What is? Oh, this is clay. Right. This is clay. I'm sleeping on clay because we still don't have beds. They just added a couple of new kinds of bed things and rest things in the new Minecraft snapshot. But we solder on as best as we can under the circumstances with clay. I managed to pour all my user interface texture stuff. There's Can I show it here? Yeah, here we go. The grayed out, there's grayed out selections now, and so I had to create new graphics for that, and there it is. That's it. Okay, we're here. We're in the base. Now I've even completely forgotten if this is south or what this is. Is this south? Where's the sun again? Really, it's really cool new version out. But I'm playing World of Tanks. Great. Fire! Oh wait, there's no animation when you no animation, so you can't fire with the tank nozzle. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to stuff. I made a sword. Sword's pretty good. Same problem. Can't swing it. Can't do anything with it. I guess it's for multiplayer. Well, this isn't multiplayer, so sword gets put away. It's a good implement of mass destruction. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, about the objects. Yes, I've started to, since I've got a bunch of copper just sitting around waiting to be used, or waiting to just sit around. And since I've got lots of extra copper, I'm like, let's start making some tools with it. And so we have some interesting tool ideas. And so we're gonna cover that now before we do any exploration or anything like that. All right. The shover. I like that it's called the shover. I like that they haven't changed it. Now, as you know, I've calculated that when it comes to just having 6 of anything, a standard stone type and a standard wood type, that this is the best that we could do. Anything else takes away the durability, and the durability is what counts. We can't do that one. We move it somewhere else and it's not necessarily better. I'm just grinding for tank that comes after mouse. I forgot his name. Mouse. The mouse tank. Sounds like Disney. Anyway, I've always wanted to play World of Tanks. I may eventually get a chance, but I played Battle Tanks. I played Battle Zone. What were those other? I played like 1 or 2 other tank games, and they were a lot of fun. You know, the World of Tanks has more realistic tanks in it. It may not be War Thunder, but it's a really powerful. But on the other hand, I don't know. The idea that you unlock a tank, though, after you grind a certain amount is kind of annoying. Okay, so we got this, and so now we've got it like this. 927. So I'm like, oh, definitely want to do that, right? Right? Well, something else happened though. Take this away. 959, and then take this away. 989. Oh. Suddenly, we've got 1057 durability for one of these things. Now, if you look at this, this is actually this is similar to the one we actually have here. Same durability, but it's these are going over here instead of over there. It doesn't really matter if it's left or right. By hook or by crook, we've got it. Teschenrate. Or Teschenrate. Hello and welcome to Kohine. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. 2222, which sounds like the sound a tank might make if it had a machine gun on it. Call name. Call. I call your name. Do 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 do. So anyway, so that's what happened with that. Now with axes, I haven't finalized the axes yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which seems like a bit much. And then we got 2 down here. And then we got this, which connects it. And so I thought 512. That's pretty good. So that's like, okay, let's get going with this. Let's put this here up to 900. Okay. So I said, so 900 is the best. Goes here. Okay. Next. But again, you start removing these and stuff starts happening. 900 becomes 917. Becomes 924. So this currently looks like the best X. This is insane. And that's assuming we can't change this or something. Yep. So this isn't even correct. This isn't what I had. The X I have in the little picture has it like this, but this is actually better. So yeah. So we've got a most insane kind of new X. Okay, so we're not going to make any more of those right now, but you can see how I need to update my graphic. I don't have the graphic to show on the stream right now. Okay, pickaxe. Two, three, four, five, six. This has been tried and true. I've been using it for years, right? No, not years, but but it's the pickaxe I've been using, and it works, and everything lines up properly. There's no problem with anything, right? So let's put this in here. Where does it go? Well, we could put it here. That's 730, 817. Oops, wait a minute. 644. So it looks like this is the best. It looks like this is the best place to put it. Okay, once again, you start removing these things. $846. So this is the best we have right now. I tried all kinds of other things, like let's put this there, let's put this here. Nothing. They want it to be like this exactly. It's the strangest thing. So that's what we're using for pickaxes. Now the new 846. Okay, now swords. I haven't tested chisels yet, so let's see what we got. This is what we were using for chisels. It was the best we could get. 452. But I felt we shouldn't use 6 of these for one of these, but because it's just a chisel. But on the other hand, it doesn't matter too much. So let's see what we could do here. All right, 907. That's good. Right, so it looks like this is the best one. But we haven't messed with that yet. So and finally the sword. We're still not doing the sickle yet. Sickle to be done in the future. But the sword, here's the problem. You'd think, well, that's one of those that's requiring. So what we have is, I haven't, let's see. All right, so then this. All right. I know. Wait a minute. Goes down that way. And do we want to have a handle? Ah! Alright, so then we got... That's not very good, is it? And so we start thinking, well, let's see what we can do with this. And, yeah, wait a minute. 449. 464 and 477. So definitely we want to do that. But yeah, then that goes up. It went down, but now it goes up. Yeah, that makes sense. I believe we could also do this. No. So it connects here, that's okay. But if it connects here, that's not okay. This doesn't make any sense. And now we put the copper ingots. Where do we put the copper ingots? Well, that's one. 1095. Okay. But then up here, 1502. So this is what we're using for sword type now. 1502 for one of these things. Alright, so that's it for that. We're done with this. We still got a lot to go, a lot to do. Alright. Okay, so terrain. I gotta talk about the progress made elsewhere later, but we gotta talk about the terrain here. Now, this is different. If you look at the distance, you can see things are different than they were. This direction, which I've started to build the pathway, there's something right there in the smack dab in the middle in that. It wasn't there. It was over to the side. Now it is immediately in our direction. And then there's that. That wasn't there either. Now there's this big giant hill right there. And so I was really panicking for a while because I'm thinking, this is grassland. We're supposed to have this big flat grassland area. And this is going to be the big giant base I'm going to build. And it's a problem. So we're going to start looking at this. But we're going to start by going this way because I'm trying to figure out. I started on a wall, and I'm thinking this is a nice wall, but it's a small wall. It has to get taller as we get further down the path, but it won't matter too much, probably. So here we go. Have to chop that tree down. That tree can stay, I think, but that one's gonna have to come down. I mean, that one. Anyway, so the idea is that we're flattening the whole area out. But you see, when you have a game save and it's something is loaded, doesn't mean it's going to be saved as is. If you haven't changed it, you have to change the terrain in a small way around it, and that's where it's going to go. So you change if you don't change the terrain, then when the terrain is updated in the new version, ta-da! It's all gone badly. Wait, what are we at? We're at 21.9. This is the correct level, so that's all right. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But this, I made a square for the whole thing. This is not the correct location for the square, though. The actual square. I have to find the right button here. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be there. Because we're going to have a pathway here. Well, it's all being worked on. Because we've got it. We got it so it just goes. It runs smack dab against the hills over there, which are not alive with the sound of my enthusiasm. I'm gonna have to climb that. But what I had done originally over here, you'll remember last episode I was talking about this area and that we were going to have a pathway possibly go out to here or something. And then we're going to have a pathway going there to where there's a hole in the side of the... Yeah, the hole isn't there anymore. It got generated again and they took out the hole. If I had lit it up or something, if I had gone up there and lit it up, the hole would still be there. but it's not. There's a hole over there, but who wants that hole? It's all the way down there. The one that's up there, that was the cool one. So now I don't even know what we're going to do with this. I mean, we could have a pathway here if we want to, but where is it going to go? What's the point of it being there? So, so that's going on. Let's go to the hill. Oh, I have the music off. I always turn off the music when I'm playing the game. That should be alright. It'll only drive me crazy after about an hour or two. Everything is back to normal. I'm not doing the backwards tracks. So you're going to get the game played with the forwards tracks for now. I am considering doing something in future. Yeah, see, it just gets a little too hilly over here. I gotta find it here. It's over here. That's why I'm like, I've gone to this area. This has changed everything, so we gotta change everything back. I was thinking about going back to 020, playing the old save, and trying to finalize what we were gonna have over here. What I like about this, though, it's a perfect square. And me just messing around with the edges and doing some of this. Alright, let's climb the hill. There's more holes than I'd noticed. There's a big gap there, and I gotta work on that. And this is like 300. I forgot the exact number, but some 300 plus. It's like 328 or something like that from there to there. Big, huge space, and but it was originally going to be something like 500 or something. And so I'm upset that I have to make do with fewer. The higher, the fewer. The heck are those? Huh? Oh, it's a snail graphic. It's a snail image. That's nice. But what's this black? I'm afraid to touch it. Might become something. Coal block. Oh, it's just a coal block. Alright, well. There you go, Mr. Snail. Somebody creates a snail out of snow. It's a snow snail. You never know what kind of crazy surprises you're going to get playing this. Playing this game. I can't get up anywhere. It's another snail. A rather misshapen snail at that. Here's a better view. And now you can see all those birch trees. There are a lot of birch trees. We went there last episode, and I don't think it's changed all that much. But yeah, we've made a few changes to a few things in a few places. This is a huge place, and it needs to be flattened out, and it's and then we'll build something on it. But the problem is, what the hell is this thing doing here? I was going to make a much larger build than this, and now we've got this huge thing in the way. And there's trees over here. There's one of our markers. I don't remember even making a marker over there. So you see how this is just a messed up world at the moment. Alright. Ride 'em, cowboy. Oh, wait. Giddy up! He's already up. Okay, giddy down. Let's see, what else has been changed to the game that we need to know? Oh yes, the backpack. The backpack I've got. You can have up to 120. I guess you could say slots. And it's like a stack. I mean, it's like a machine language kind of stack, or not machine language, but built into the computers. They have accumulators and they have stacks and things, and that's a classic concept of a stack. And so this contains the last one you put in that you can see. Of course, this is actually all of them, so that's and so it just functions like a regular slot, except it's got everything in it, up to 120 stacks worth of material. But the stuff you put in last is what's on the front. So if I put this in here, then that's there. But then if I put this in there, that's in there. Like that. Which is good, but you have to make sure. Now, I don't know what this is doing here. Did I put this here? Maybe I thought this was going to be the original, whatever it was. I kind of want to look around the hill. Like I'd been saying, can't jump today. There's a few new blocks being added, but I don't know which ones they are because I don't have X. Well, this looks pretty cool. Are those new? I figure this is a new biome because it's been added. Biome Bush Mountains might be one of the new ones. I don't know. Yeah, look at these trees. They're kind of weird too. I'm getting this general sense. I've seen that plant before. I'm just getting this general sense that things are different, but not a specific difference. You know what I mean? Like gravel and cobble, I think. Looks like darker than cobble usually is. I like the roots of that. Look at that. Look at that tree. That is a fantastic tree. Nice root system. So what's in that direction? Well, they've changed it slightly. I'm going to have to look up in the old 020. What's that over there? It's blue. Is it just a plant? Whoa! What the hell? Did I place these? I couldn't have placed these because they've grown. All right. Yeah, it's just flowers. See, one of the things about this is there's no way for me to get those flowers unless the sickle does it. Oh, this looks like I've been cutting through that. See, I just don't remember. I'm gonna have to start making sickles though if I need them to get the plants. These are beautiful looking plants. And look at how many of them there are. Oh, there's blue and purple. Of course, if they're going to have blue and purple, they ought to also have red. And then they ought to have like what's that other color? Cyan, either cyan or orange. Yeah. I've been here before, but this looks entirely new. They've probably changed some stuff. So we're just going to head back. Gonna be some exploring today as well as some messing around with the flattening area. But we're going to do some exploring first because I got other stuff to do first before I do any other stuff. But we've got to I've also got to show where I've what else I've done since last episode. Stoplight's still there. Probably has not changed. Not sure why they wanted to make stoplights or why they wanted to make snails and stuff. But it's nice. It's nice that they do stuff like that. But it's completely different than what they do in Minecraft. And I realize this isn't Minecraft. It's one of those things, though. Okay, this is being worked on. As you can see here, I'm trying to flatten this area out. And in the course of trying to do that, I'm not done. But the whole thing has to be flattened out. Look at all that. It's a big... It just goes deep over there and so on and so forth. And we come to the other corner. There's the corner. It was originally over here, and then I moved it because of the new pathway over there. And so this is it. Alright. Game has errors sometimes. You break these, and then after a while it just stops. It seizes up for a second, then you have to wait until it... you have to wait a few seconds, and then it starts creating more of these. And then it says the game had errors in the log, but they don't explain what the errors were exactly. So we're going to move these out to here. I can't be 100% sure if it's these three. We're gonna have to go down there and find out where it is, what it is. I've been running the whole time. It's amazing how slow it seems. Alright, so what we need to do, bloop, and bloop, oop. Alright. Extend this out a little bit. It's gonna go out somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna go out, but it's gonna go out there. This is a new development for me, using copper. Wasn't using copper before, but now I am. Now the reason for that, of course, is I have a lot of extra copper. So when copper is not available, then I'm gonna want to just switch to. And then I'm gonna want to just switch to just using stone only. That's a fine, but it's a problem because I don't want to run out of copper, so I'm only using some of the copper. It really helps, though. You can really use this thing for a long time. Look, it's 927, and here it's actually up to 1057. It's a humongous shot in the arm. That's all I can really say about this. Yeah, I can't really build in this area until I flattened it out. Once it's flattened out, then it's pretty much safe. I'm upset about that hill being so tall. I think maybe there was a hill there before, but it was shorter. Or something. Or maybe it's a biome situation. I don't know. Alright. I dislike having to use the entire block. I keep wishing, and I know this is stupid, I keep wishing that there was a way to turn these things into slabs so we could have twice as many of them. But if you want slabs, you have to use the chisel. Alright. So we've started down the path towards whatever we're going to have at the end of that path. But meanwhile, we've got this huge build we got to build here. More to be worked on. We'll go the other direction now. Can't go very far. Let's see. No. Yes. Varoom. Is it this one? Oop. This doesn't go very far yet because we haven't cleared a lot of it out, so we'll probably not do too much. Yeah, it pretty much just stops there. Yeah, if there's a mod that does grass spread, I definitely would have install it. Actually, they don't have mods, they have plugins? Ooh, what happened here? Must have done something funny. And my finger pressing button is in trouble. Done. Wasn't much, but it shows what we're planning on doing and how we're planning on doing it and how it's not going to work very well. Okay, now we can begin some explore. Well, we gotta go back and we gotta do other things, but let's see. Where do I put stuff? Or can I just carry it with me? I just leave all that there, and this has this here. Alright, let's go. Nothing has changed over in this area. I'm gonna fast forward while I take a drink here. So, how's everybody doing? Oh, it says 0 viewers. Yeah, the game has added a lot more things. There's more things. There's like a few more blocks and stuff, but it's like I don't know anything about that because I'm just in my area of the game. I'd have to go to different biomes, and some of these biomes are difficult to get to for some reason. The endless tunnels. Ugh. How much video footage has there been of tunnels of late, you know? I make lots of tunnels. I like tunnels. But they're just so plain, you know? I've come up with alternative tunnels, you know, in Mental Block, for example. Oh, and I got to talk about some changes to Minecraft, but we'll get to that later. Not just to Minecraft, but to Lord of the Rings, the Middle-earth mod. All right, here we go. We flattened it, but we haven't built anything here. We've extended the wall out as far as we figure it needs to go. That's good. That's good. But now that we've done that, what are we going to do? What are we going to put here? Well, I had this idea. I don't remember if it was last episode or if I came up with it since then. Having horse pens of some kind. We could just make an extension to the wall, comes out here, and have space for... But then we'd have to have gates, and we don't have gates yet. But yes, horse pens are a possibility in the future. We don't have horses. Are there ever going to be horses? Maybe they're going to be some kind of giant snail or something. Snails riding on top of snails. Okay, so this comes out here. We haven't made any changes to this. I've shown this in the past. So that goes down like that. That's nice. Nothing here has changed at all. But we're going to have to check to see what has changed. Didn't I do something else somewhere around here lately? Flattening this was a big task. It's been done. But now that it's been done, what are we going to... originally had said we were going to put some kind of patio. Have like a little garden, a party or something. But I look at it and I'm like, we need somewhere to put the horses. We don't have horses. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go wandering around, see if anything has changed about anything else. To do that, we have to go up here. And we could look around. Well, we could go up there and look around. Get up to the roof, maybe. Think the roof would be better? Yeah, to an extent. Okay, so yeah, most of that's been flattened out. All that was in the verge of being flattened out. If we ever have a town, if we ever have a little town, it's going to be people building here and here and here. If we ever get this into multiplayer, we'll have room here for people to build. But the truth of the matter is, I don't know what's going to happen here. It's just, bleh. I've never been up there, in there. I don't know what's in there. This looks all completely different. I wonder if it's new or if it's old. I'd have to look at the old terrain. This does look a little different. But it's hard to say how it is different, you know? I think that part there is new. I'm going to have to... That's why we're going to go looking. We're going to go looking to see what has happened. I think the graphics are changed. I think things have changed. And yes, I can't build... We were going to have a tower up here so we could see a great deal of distance and a great... Why is that messed up over there? Gotta go over there and look at it. We can't build the tower till we have either ladders or a better kind of stairs. I don't want stairs. You end up going when you're going up the stairs. So what we need... Oh. I must have deactivated it. I had buttons that would go... yeah. What is going on over there? Yeah, without ladders, there's no point in building vertical towers. You have to build all these stairs like this. They get clunky. They are clunky. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Oop, wrong way. Alright, so we're going to go this way first. Nice. Not as nice. Okay, here we go. This is not changed. See, this is the power of when you do the building, then it's not going to change anything if the terrain should change. This right here is a chunk error, and that's why I leave it like this. Otherwise, I would just cover it up, you know. But it's a chunk error, and we have to show that it's a chunk error. That such things are possible. Yeah, this was... I don't know if I was really flattening this or if I just wanted the dirt. I think I just wanted the dirt. I'm going to use dirt here, I guess. That's a nice tree. Looks like more baobab, but that's still there. Bloop. Another one of these pointless bridges. Don't remember the cactus being there. Have I been in there? No. Bit further down. Oh, look at this. This hasn't been fixed yet. This hasn't been finalized. Still working on that, huh? I guess that's for another day. I'm pretty sure this is how it was. I dug this up, but I didn't place it anymore. I got a whole bunch of those a couple days ago, so that's why I have. And then from here, it's going to turn off and go this way. Only that's 5 wide, and it should be 3 wide. And there's something going on over there. Yeah, part of it is we want to have this go in to a space and tunnel through there. Not there, but there. And they have a tunnel going there, possibly. But we got something over here. It's lit up. I'm pretty sure I've been there. There's the light. And I think the idea was that I was going to have it go diagonally this way. This hasn't changed too much. That's interesting terrain there. You got the light dirt. No, that's not dirt. That's limestone. You got dark dirt over bright limestone. That doesn't really look right. There is a chunk error. This is difficult. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Just a big ol' bunch of shale or slate. Is it slate or shale? It's slate. Yep, just big old bunch of slate. Just on the side of the... It's gotta be a different biome or something. Is it this biome is what it was? It goes right up to here, right up to the chunk boundary. Let's see what the chunk boundary is. Chunk boundary, chunk boundary, chunk boundary. Where does it say chunk boundary? There's nothing about what chunk it's in. Okay. Chunks? Why is F8 having... Why am I having trouble pressing F8? Something under the keycap, I think. I don't use F8 very much. Where's my pen? I need to use my pen to dislodge whatever's in... Where the hell's my pen? Yeah, wait a minute. My pen, she is missing. Oh, where can my pen be? And look at all these crumbs. This is ridiculous. Where is my pen? I didn't move the pen. It was there. It's always been there. Well, this is annoying. I can't write anything down. I have to go get another pen. Well, in any... Yeah, I just wrote a number... Oh, you know what? I know how I lost the pen. It's a personal. It's not important. It's a personal matter. Can't talk about that. Not sure what happened here. Unless that's the top of a chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 32. Yeah, it's 32. It's the top of a chunk, and something was generating, and they decided that it wasn't going to generate. That's also very suspicious, but I think that was there. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, this one doesn't make any... Oh, it's that way. Yeah, I used to get lost all the time. It's a big world. Any video game that has a big world is somewhat irresponsible to people who are not used to it. I, on the other hand, am used to it, but I still get lost sometimes. Was that there? Yeah, I think that was there. Does it look familiar? No. This has been lit up so that these areas are being saved, I think. Oh, wait a minute. That looks a little extra flat. No, I'm on 29.9, so that's not a chunk thing. That's marble, isn't it? The water is still here. I don't think they've changed water behavior yet. Nothing changed there yet. I'm just amazed that so much has not been worked on lately on this. Well, 030 does have a lot of changes. There's lots of new biomes. There's a new methodology for where things are. There's a map for things going really far. When you go really far down in the more than 50,000 blocks down, they make changes to that. You know, they're doing long-range changes, but not the short-range changes that need to be made. That's why we don't have creatures yet. That's why we don't have ladders yet. That's why we don't have food and eating. Well, we got some things that have been added. They added swords. They're adding multiplayer PvP. Don't know if that's been added yet, but so they'll be making other stuff. And this hasn't been done yet either. And this was going out this way, and it's going to turn over here. We might also make a tunnel there. This is pretty much the way it was. This is a strange kind of tree here. I think this is another chunk boundary. And they have a new tree generation past this point. Let's see. It's 2975, 2976. But I don't know what that is. I'd have to have a calculator to calculate whether or not that fits. Well, let's see. If we add 32, we get 3008. And we want to go up to 3200. We would need 292. 292. 292 minus 256 is 36. It's not. It's not chunk boundary. Tree just didn't generate prop. It's the old style tree though. It's a new style tree generating in the old style tree area. Something in this direction. Okay, now that's very strange. These are nice, but there's not something you could really build in. This new dirt. What kind of dirt is it anyway? Is it mud? Mud. Maybe they changed the texture for mud. It looks different than I remember it. Or maybe I'm thinking of mud on Hightail or something. I'm not sure what that is on the tree. All right, we've done this area. We could look a little more in that direction, possibly. Lots been changed. The world corrupts over time, and that. Well, I don't mean it corrupts as in, like in Mistcraft. If you've created a messed up world, that it starts deleting blocks. I don't mean like that, but I mean it's corrupt in the sense of things are created and things are changed, and if your plans involve the big one way and then suddenly it's something different. And I've got that problem with the Middle Earth mod on Minecraft. They just updated that yesterday, and I want to do a video on it, but my world has been corrupted because all the vertical slabs have gone bad. So I don't know what to do here. This is still being worked on. That's all been flattened out. We could have more buildings over here if we wanted. It looks nice. Still not sure what we're going to do with these. I don't think those are going to change anytime soon. And I still have to build the sides and the back, because they can't have that facing. You can't see the other side of that. That's a mistake. All right, that's done. Oh, we were gonna check. Might as well go back there then. We were gonna check what that floating. It looks like some floating trees or something. That. What is that? We gotta find out what that is. Unless it's just, more problems with the way things are rendering. Is that a very big tree? And that could be remnants from another tree or something. Could be. Something that doesn't render the same because they changed how things rendered. A branch of an older tree or something. It's possible. Oh, it's a part of a tree. So that might be another one of those, whether it's a chunk boundary or not, it goes up against some kind of boundary. And there's the boundary. 7648 to 7647. Another kind of... Oh, wow. Even the terrain's different. Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm in the middle of a block somehow. I don't want to fall down and take too much damage. Well, it's flat, all right. Goes out into a nice little valley over there. So is this area all completely new? I don't know. Weren't we just there? There's that thing again. Oh. And there's that thing. And there's that. So yeah, this is a... Well, it's interesting anyway. There's more. There's more of it. Yeah. Okay, so we definitely have some changes to the terrain, but it's not that big of a deal. Because I wasn't building in this area. That's why the terrain changed. Oh! Guess what I need? 3 of them. So now up. Oh no, I don't want the block. Okay, so that answers that question. Not anywhere near done with that. Look at all that's got to be done. Okay, time to start looking at all these other directions that I've been going to. Is the passage... which way was north again? Facing... It's not saying. Okay, let's see. This is south. I've never had to know which way is which, but because we don't have a map mod or anything like that. So this goes to here, and then it's supposed to go this way. Looks like that's intact. And then from here, continues here for a while, and then it's going to go diagonal again. Only now I don't know what we're going to do with this. Well, looky what we have here. I don't even have to say what it is now. Now you know what these things are. Now you know how to look for these things. There's one here too. Ooh, almost ran into that. So it could continue in this direction somewhere. I don't know where. Well, I guess we could calculate that. Why not? Why not? Let's calculate it. Okay, so we were here. But now it looks like we have to keep going in this direction. Alright, so this would be the ideal... Okay, so this is the nearest for that. I have to play this by ear. About here, but there's a tree in the way, but that doesn't matter. Alright, so what we do is this. At 1, 2, 3. We want this over here so that this is underneath that tree. Something like that. Go straight into the cactus, so time to break the cactus. No! No! I gotta take those off the hot bar. Yeah, this is already okay. Have I been that way? Probably. Alright, so that's good. Now we go to the next place. And then we're done exploring for the episode. We've got much greater locations, much further. I love the fact that this stuff is still here like this. There's a lot of it. It's from a time back when these things could be like this, and I'm leaving this stuff. I'm leaving all this stuff here. You know, see stuff from below? We don't have that anymore. The stuff breaks when you break the block underneath it now. Oh, so this is from a place where you could put one on top of another one. Can't do that anymore, I don't think. Although it's really spooky. It scares the hell out of me sometimes. Okay, so up here is... Oh, it's the Minecraft. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. What, you're actually placing torches this time? I don't need to place torches in Cubyz for the most part, because there's nothing to worry about unless you're gonna fall and take damage. Oh, glass. Why can't Hytale have glass like this? If only we could merge Hytale and Cubyz somehow. Get all the good stuff from one and all the good stuff from the other. Oh, there we go. This is too low. This is too narrow. I suspect something happened, but it's most likely I just didn't finish the tunnel. Yeah, you know what? I would have sworn I'd finished that tunnel because there's that tunnel there. So maybe there was something done to the map that caused the changeover. Worry about OSHA violations. I am not an OSHA Voyager. We don't even have boats in this game yet. Question of whether we ever will is another one. We're more likely to get boats in Hytale first. But don't worry, Hytale has its problems. We'll be playing that in the next stream, unless I can figure out how to fix the Middle Earth mod problem. All right. Clunk. Oh, this one's gonna take a while. Yeah. I seem to remember I took a very long time to do this. Goes into this beautiful little cave. I don't remember this at all. Pfft. Which episode was this? This looks different. Doesn't it look different? Like there's something wrong? Like... It couldn't have been changed because I got torches everywhere. The trees of Kabul. I love that. I don't know who came up with that, but it's brilliant. You might have to go back to low Earth. Yeah, somebody could write a script or something, but I can't figure that stuff out to save my life. Not sure what I just did. Okay, I gotta get that. Yep. Alright, I believe we have removed the last of the copper from this area. If there's more, it's over here. And oh, didn't see that. There might be more stuff on the ceiling that I can't see right now. Okay, so the idea here is... Well, I've got some limestone, so let's... Oops. This is gonna be tough. Not Minecraft tough, but you know what I mean. This was just meant to be an exploration episode to see what's changed since, you know, if there's... But this is very weird. What is this music? It's like something out of Earthbound or something. All right, let's go. Low Earth. Gotta watch out for that low Earth. Great sightseeing, huh? That's one reason why I did this, is so you could see the edges. Why I did this, change this to the UI. It really works. But it can be really annoying sometimes. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Ah! Another mysterious and unknown passage. Alright, let's see. Put one here. Put one here. Put one here. That's good. Clear out the rest of the tunnel. How much space do I got left here anyway? The reason why I'm building this tunnel is because I'm heading to 0, 0, and I want to see if I can head to 0, 0 by making a tunnel. 0, 0 has been there for a long time since I visited it, and there's also a beach, and I needed sand for the glass that you saw earlier, and I'm thinking we could use that. If we could have a tunnel to the beach, it would make things a little bit smoother, as it were. Yeah. Never heard this music before. It's very interesting. I'm not going to bother with that. Gravel. Yeah, having gravel that doesn't fall is still a weird thing. Okay, so now we gotta bloop. Didn't do that yet for some reason. Oh, here we go again. Is the pickaxe right? 846? Pickaxe. Yeah, 846, that's correct. I thought I had one in the 900s. If this doesn't come out somewhere, I'm going to be really upset. What's our time? Where's the time? Oh, there he is. 1 hour 16. It's taking longer. I think something's up. Oh, that's what the problem is. It's a problem I like. I just realized we're running out of space. We're going to have to do this. Start using this up. All right. Resume. Oh, I just realized we gotta place some more of these torches. Put one here. Have one here. Have one here. That one didn't matter. It would be weird if it turned out that this was a mountain that went for kilometers. We had a multi-kilometer pathway. Another thing this game could use, railways. Wait. I'd have to have iron, probably. See, that's the thing. Iron is so difficult to get. They've made it so that they've got... meteorites now, but it's like if you want iron to make railways, then you're going to have a serious problem with doing so. Just imagine how the ancients had to do this without any light. They'd have to have a torch or something, and torches were bad for coal mines. But if they were just digging out a tunnel, maybe it was okay. You'd get a guy who was the official torchbearer. Whoa, 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 what's going on? What happened? Oh, it's that. It's sandstone. How close did we come to falling out? That's another one of those. Those just are there. How far is there left to go? I think I just realized something. We're lower than we need to be. We're at 28.9. I think that might be too low. Because we went down before we got there. And I can demonstrate that. I'll show you. Long tunnels. Long tunnels drive me crazy. I mean, I don't mind a tunnel being long. I love it. But it's like when you want to build one... I really should, proof this? I don't know what's down there. That doesn't help. See, so we came down to get here. So here's the stairs up. So we were at 33.9. But this is elevated anyway. See, so down here, 29.9. So it's not that far off from how it was up there. So it's just, this is a really stubborn area, is all I can say. So time to put stuff away here. Okay, let's see here. Mud. Where do we put mud? I'm running out of space for sandstone. Marble. We got marble. Oh, trying to remember where everything goes. Alright, that goes there. That goes there. We need... Yeah, we got to expand a lot of this stuff that's just sitting around. Cacti. But where's the mud go? Where, baby, 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 where did our mud go? That's soil, that's not mud. I don't think we've got much for mud. This might be the only mud we've ever had. Alright, then we gotta take these out. Then we gotta find out where it was. And then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna place one of these here. Okay, so that's all been explored, and you can see how that's just not getting anywhere. And we need to look at more areas. We need to travel to more areas, and that's the whole point of my going to that place, is there was more space. In fact, I seem to remember there was an not ocean, but like a lake or something past a certain point. So that's what we were going to try and find out. This is the tunnel that takes longest. That's why I'd really love to have some kind of way of getting from point A to point B. Either a teleporter or a minecart. This game is a block game. It has placing blocks. It has mining blocks. Therefore, there ought to be minecarts, even if they don't want to add them. The real problem is, how do you make a minecart? I mean, how do you make the track if we're so low on iron? You know, how far down do I gotta go to get iron? So there's a lot going on here. All right. Well, while we're traveling, I just want to say I didn't change the signs yet. I mean, I changed the graphics for the signs, but I didn't change certain things. So the signs now have a bright color, so you can see the text a little better. But I like the green ones better, but we've got a bunch of different ones. See, there's green. Oak makes green. It's just like my old texture pack. Oak always made green. Orange wasn't in the original one, but that's not important. But if we need to make any more signs, we can make green signs out of oak. Okay, so anyone want me to do any more exploring right now? Let me know and I'll do more exploring. But right now... And that floating block, I gotta leave that there. That is awesome. So what we need to do is we need to flatten out some certain areas. I got the Doit. We're going to get more Deut. Yes, this is what? This is 21.9. That's low. Oh, right. We got to do that side, actually. We got to do this side. This goes out to here. We got to do that. So we got to do this. Okay, so if we're going to, this is where we're going to have the wall. So this will be where we'll put this for now. And so when we place the wall, what we'll do is we'll make the wall out of that and have it go up here and right. Alright. It's getting a bit high there, boss. All right. I think we're making better progress than we were making. I guess we could break the blocks faster because of the caper, but it's just the same sort of thing. All right, now what? This end. I love the fact you get 120 slots. I was told you could have more than 120 slots if you hard coded into the game. You gotta use up the old shovers before we use the new ones. Yeah, that's right, Minecraft. You missed out all the missed out on the new discovery we made with the axe, that we could make new axes and stuff. Well, you haven't played this game yet. I guess you don't really need to know about the game. You don't need to play the game. If you don't want to play the game, I know you're working on getting Hightail going. Really, to be honest, things have changed so much in the years since we were first playing Minecraft. And just so much has changed about things. Well, I love the fact that when you add copper to the pickaxe, you only need to add 1 copper to the pickaxe. That really saves a lot, you know. And it also happens that when you make the copper add on to the pickaxe or the shover, that it turns out you need fewer stone as well. That is very helpful. All right, what do we got here? Is this the level here? This is the level here. So that's what we gotta dig out the most. Let's see, I think that's the wall. That's the wall. Space. 1, 2, 3. So this is the space surrounding the space. That's good. So we could change the backpack to have more slots of backpack. We could change the game to have bigger stacks. But we cannot do that in a config. You have to actually change the game code itself and then recompile. Ugh, yeah, that's my main problem with the game right now. Everything else is just wonderful. I could even live without ladders, and I could even live without being able to plant saplings and get more trees. Oh, wait a minute. I just love that I could do this, but it's not perfect. Blargle. Oh wait, did I say Blargle? Yes, welcome to the Blurgle Durgle, and today's Blurgle Durgle is caused by Becker was at misspeaking, interjections that were unnecessary, invective. You heard it here last, because the speed of sound isn't what it used to be. Well, I don't even know what's going on over here. Where's the border of this thing? Where's the end of this thing again? Where is it? Huh? Well, keep going. Keep going till you find it, I guess. Okay, here it is. This is the end of it. But that means I need to have an additional 4 beyond that. Unless I've miscalculated. Have I miscalculated? Oh, it's 3. It's not 4, it's 3. What's the level we were at here? Yeah, see, this is 35, so we gotta go down 6 more in this area. But that's important because that way we get all the dirt that we need to do certain things. You gotta do dirty things. Like fill in holes. And there's a big hole over here. Only half filled in? Well, time to fill the rest of it in, huh? You know, I would have sworn the music was... They were going to say the music was better, and I thought, I'll listen to it at least one episode. And this is that episode. I don't think we're going to get much of a variety here in a specific biome if we stay in that biome. Oh no, how am I supposed to get that guy? I got to get a sickle? I'm going to have to start carrying a sickle around with me. I didn't want to. But, you know, we've got room here. We don't need the big pickaxe with the... I wouldn't mind that pickaxe like that, but we could put something else there. I have a sickle or something. What happened to the music? Hello? I heard it playing music and then it just stopped. I think even the game is starting to get sick of its music. Well, thanks all over the place with that. So once again, I say, how's everybody doing? Wish I knew how I was doing. I've just gone through... What's that light up there? I know what that light is down there, but what's that light up there? What do you think? 3 more? Oh, it's going to be like 5 more, probably. Oh, that's the upper... I thought I broke that torch. Oh, well, never mind. It's a stupid torch. Who cares? Meanwhile, I've got friends in Hightail who've been playing while I've been off, and new person playing Hightail has gotten a horse. But if you tame the horse, isn't it going to despawn? Well, I was on the other day and I saw the horse was still there, so that's that. But who knows? Just one day I'll be digging an area and then like, oh, let's dig this out, and then I just dig and then blip, fall through, take a lot of damage. Why? Why did I do that? Why couldn't I fill it in? Etho was like that. Etho used to, when he was building in Minecraft, he'd be like, was it Etho? I'm forgetting. I think it was Etho though. It would. It's like I can't possibly just cheat this surface like that, as I have to fill in the entire hole. If he didn't say that, then somebody else was saying that. But it's like that's how it was going on. And that's nice, but you try filling in these holes, you'll never get anything done. Ugh. Let's see. I think 2 or 3, probably 3. Who knows? If this gets filled in, I'll be very happy. Just gotta get filled in. It's not the only hole that needs to be filled in around here. And that's not innuendo. I'm serious. There are other holes around here that have to be filled in. Yeah, we might need more than 3. I was so disappointed when that one hole in that one cliffside over around that corner got filled in with the. Because I really needed that tunnel. I really wanted to have something. I wanted to have stairs going up into it. Have a skyway or something. Yeah, now that I think of it, if we're gonna have minecarts, or if we ever have anything like minecarts and stuff like that, we'll have a skyway. We'll do it. We'll do this one as a skyway because it's just such beautiful terrain, and the LODs are built in, and it's got cubic chunks. This is such an ideal game that I don't mind its little mistakes or its problems that it has, like no ladders or no minecarts or whatever. You know what, though? I haven't actually checked to see if you could make. It's one of those things. We don't have a JEI like thing right now, so we look and we got this, but this is just the stuff that you can make with what you have. It's not a complete list of everything because then this would take forever to scroll. Yeah, I definitely need more than one more. What do you think? Well, let's go back to the standard of 3. I don't want to use them all up. I mean, this is what this is for. That's what it's for, is to use them up, but just the same. I'd like to have some spare ones in case I have to fill something in somewhere else. And I will. Can't believe it's not even 2 hours yet. I want to go exploring where I haven't been, not where I have been. That's the problem with today's exploring. It's a new version of Cubyz. You know, I just realized, I think this is the second time I've said Cubyz today. I said it once at the beginning of the video, and I'm saying it just now. It's like I've just been saying this game. I promise I remember the name of the game. What was I saying? Yeah, I've explored only places I've been because Cubyz has updated, and so I have to see what's changed locally. But what changed in the distance, I have no way of knowing. It's too far away. It's too difficult to get to easily. It can be gotten to. Don't worry about that. Well, we'll be done with this soon. Another thing I'd like to be able to change is the length of day. But they haven't even added the sun to the game yet. Oop. Oh yeah, definitely need more. Maybe 2 more. Maybe just 1 more. And I don't light up downstairs if I don't want to. I could. But there's no point in lighting up until once mobs start appearing, then yeah. Alright, so I gotta have 1 more at least. Tiresome, but that's how this goes. Okay. Oh, it's split up. This isn't gonna be enough, is it? Oh, we got enough. Awesome. We've finished the area. And we're getting rid of this log right now. Because it's in this space. Another log over here. Let's get rid of that. I don't know who chopped these trees down or if they were just felled by some lightning. Yeah, there's no weather. There's no lightning. Yeah, that works. This is 21.9. Oh, we got something going on over here. Wait, we got to put this up here. That's not been filled in. We got to fill that in. But if we do that, we run into another problem because it not only just fills in the hole, but we got this and this and this and this. This is outside the boundaries of our space. So, though we need to make sure we don't accidentally fall in the hole. I mean, hey, can't get out unless we pillar up. It's less of a priority because we got a hole over here. Oh, I thought I saw something. That's the rendering. There's a hole underneath the hole. I've only been down there a couple of times. I was down there the other day and I was really upset. So, not going to handle that. This is the level right here? Yeah. And whosoever pulls this trident from the ground shall become the king of trees. This isn't the right level. It still goes down one more. And this goes out to here for some stupid reason. And we gotta go 4 more out from here. Alright, so 1. Because that's where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we were going to have something going this way, and now we can't go this way because we got something in that direction, so we're going to work on that. Yeah, have some more exploring? I don't mind if I do. It's daytime, so maybe we should. Alright, let's go explore. Let me take a drink while I'm moving. Oh, I needed that. It's been almost 2 hours. It used to be I would take a drink every 10 minutes. But I don't have a way to sleep. Did I just drop a... Did I just drop a shovel? Where did it go? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I didn't look. I didn't look to see what I was doing. I may have dropped the shover. Chunk error. Wait a minute. If that's a chunk error, then this is all new terrain over here. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we can switch to the new shovel if we have to, but I want the old one back. That moving along. This is still some pretty good terrain. I wouldn't mind setting up over here. Wouldn't mind continuing the base theme in this direction, but we wanted a square area for the base. If we have it continue in this direction, maybe we could make a city over here or something, or little buildings that connect to the main tower. It's going to be one hell of a tower. Or a citadel or something. Well, we got that. That's supposed to have anchored the place. But then we still got those chunk error from back there. Mound. Some kind of mound hill. And we got one over here as well. A rock fell to earth. What's this red one? Do I have any? Thing is, though, I'd probably have to get a sickle to get them. Well, I can't change the direction of my jump. Yeah, this is a beautiful area. No reason we couldn't build something more in this area as well. Would it be like a city, though? I don't know. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I don't think I have the time left in my life to get everything done that I want to do. I may have to give up on some of my projects, and I hate that. And I don't have a choice in the matter, you know? This doesn't look right either. Didn't I do something in some area? Ooh, that is a weird tree generation. Yeah, it's just more of the same of that, but now it's over here and it's bigger and there's more of it, and now I'm having trouble because I'm more unfamiliar with this place than before because they changed the biomes around a little bit. So there's a big hole over there. Is that right? There's just too much going on. There's just can't do things. What I should have done was I should have stuck with one game and only play that one game. Only play that one game. Don't play. Oh, look, more chunk error problems. Well, if you can't blame the game for making a chunk error. It's going to change how it generates the world. It has to. It's an update. And so that sort of thing is going to happen. But this is interesting, though, because it's here and here. So it's interesting. All right, I'll head back now. Yeah, I play a lot of the game I'm playing the most right now is Hytale. I am trying to play Minecraft, but I'm having trouble adapting the old world. Ah! Okay, but what's this? This is just a bridge I built. This isn't a 21.9, is it? It is. Okay, that's good. All right. Well, we're at. But we're not. You see, this isn't. This isn't where we were doing this. I could build a bridge here. I mean, a proper bridge. Make it out of stone and stuff, but it's like, this is beyond the area I was going to dig out because of certain things that are in the way. I wish I could. I wish I had the time to make a city in every place. I wish I had time to build everything everywhere that I've ever wanted to build. Huge, giant, sprawling, epic builds. Entire cities. Landscaping of an incredible nature. A huge utopia, and then make it available, and then everybody gets to play it. And everybody gets to love it. Maybe not. It would have been so wonderful. Just not going to be possible. Where the hell is it? Where the hell am I? I'm looking in the wrong place. This isn't delineating the area very well. I'm not seeing it. Once it's all flattened out, I'll be able to recognize where it is exactly. There it is. Okay. There's the corner. That's what we wanted. I like how it goes so fast. Yeah, what happened? What happened to my what happened to my shovel? Where did it go? Is there a way to find it? Well, let's drop this one. Okay. Oh, here it is. Hey, that worked. That was really stupid. Really? Yes, really. There's a very good chance I'm going to have to chop this tree down. So I might as well just chop the tree down. Detritus. It's all detritus. But can it core a apple? It just shows you how much there is to do around here. At least we can do stuff much, much faster than in Minecraft, and that is the main draw for this game. Is you can do stuff faster. But it's all I do a little here, and who wants to do all this? You gotta break certain blocks, but not the other ones. Okay, so that's we're gonna cover all this up. I've wanted to keep this here, but I'm thinking no. So what we'll do is we'll place some torches down here, because this is an area I want to keep. Have one here, bloop. Have one at the other end, bloop. And have one up here, bloop. I have one here, bloop. Bloop. Alright, that's good. Okay, so we've done that, so now we do these. This is the safest way to do it. But it means you have to keep pressing the button. If you do this, this is also safe, and you don't have to keep pressing the button. But it takes longer, as you can see. So we want to do something like this. This is a little bit less safe because you got to clear this before pressing the button. And sometimes you miss. Anybody want to make a plugin that does grass spreading? I'll install it. You just gotta make it for 030, not for the snapshot. Don't make it for a snapshot. Make it for 030 regular version. Yep, see, Unsafe. Unsafe! Button pressing finger gonna kill me. It's not my regular button pressing finger. Oh, I remember when I first started playing games like this. I used to be like, I need to build up my strength, my finger strength through my smaller fingers. And so I'd want to try to press the buttons with that, and it would not go very well. Yeah, this isn't 100%. Because how's it supposed to get out there? Yeah, see, this is the first game that I can remember where I've been making pathways without something to make a pathway to. Usually I build something and then I build a pathway. And so if I've got a pathway going this way, it's going somewhere, but I don't have something at the end of it. Whereas normally I'm like, oh, I need to build a pathway there because there's something there and I need to... So this is why everything's changed in my life, and now everything is... All these things are different, and I can't do this right now very well. Well, you see my problem anyway. Well, this is a very fine and very handy thing going on here. Are we at? No, we're still above the proper area. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta figure out about the pickaxe. The pickaxe only goes up to 846 durability, and that's with the improvements. I gotta figure out what to do about that. There's gotta be a way to get better durability without having to resort to whatever tactic I would normally want to resort to. Yeah, I like how you have, okay, up here it's this texture, and then we got one that's half of one and half of the other, and then the layer below that it's just all flat. It's just all one block type. I really think that works. Oh, gotta take that off the hotbar again. Actually, I could just boop, 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 boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, but it goes extra this direction for some reason. Don't know what the reason is. Maybe the original idea was to build a pathway at that place. Oop, I found it. I saw it. Bit chaotic today. Okay, so if I've done this correctly... No, I haven't done this correctly. This still isn't 21. This is 22. But now we can. Now we can do this at the correct level. At last, we've reached the actual level of where we're going to put the corner of the square. I think we'll just do this line of it. All right. Well, safety first, as they say. But what we got to do here... Chop down another tree, I guess. La-di-da-di-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. One day the apples will be used for something. One day, somehow, somewhere. Everything will be wonderful and all right, and we'll all be happy in the world. It would be really, really nice and helpful if we knew... That's very dark. Yeah, wait a minute. Is that just... That's a hole! That's a hole I have not been down. I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. I have not, however, been down that. That must be a really deep hole. Alright. If we all knew when the world was going to come to an end, then we could be all really happy about knowing it, because then although we would be upset, and we'd go through some stages of denial and stuff, you know, like the it's not going to happen. We'll find some way to prevent it. But the real problem is not knowing when it's going to happen. If we were all to know when it was going to happen, it might be sooner than you'd think, and you'd be upset about that. And then people would be like, well, we're not going to do the work that we would normally do. We're just going to live off of our savings or something. Or we're going to live life a certain way, or we're going to do a certain thing, or whatever it is. People would quit their jobs. Stuff would not get done. I could just see all kinds of problems if that happened. But at the same time, you know, while we're having fun, games are more involved than they used to be. When we were kids, when I was a kid, not we, I don't know about you guys. When I was a kid, keep making this mistake here. Yeah, when I was a kid, we played games that were over in half an hour or 15 minutes or something. And then it's like, okay, now what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Let's play catch. Or let's watch TV or something. This is before we had regular video games in the neighborhood, you know. And so you're thinking, we're only going to be playing games while we're kids. We're not going to do those because that's just too far out of range. We're going to do these. There we go. Yeah, that's more stuff we could do that maybe in the future, but it was important to cover that side up. And there's this side. It's Delta! Welcome to Delta! You're not the Delta... Are you the Delta who's making the other Cubyz videos? Because I just know you as Delta as the name on... But the name on the screen right now says Deli Delta. I am doing well, and I hope you are also doing well. This game has been quite a lot of fun of late. I'd say the update went a lot better than the update to the Middle-earth mod in Minecraft. So you make of that what you will. Hytale also updates pretty well usually. Yes. All right. Well, I gotta use up my picks, and then we'll be. I don't know when we're gonna finish the episode. I don't know yet today. La da 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 da. All right. Well, let's just. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we tend to think, oh, this game needs one thing or another, or we wish they'd updated. We'd add this or that or the other. But really, the game as is, even with its faults, is still better in so many ways than so many other block games. What am I working on? I'm going to build a gigantic, super humongous citadel / ziggurat / tower in this 300 plus by 300 plus area, and I have to flatten it all out first. And it's smaller than it was because that hill has been added suddenly. That hill was not there in 020. And again, I'm not complaining. It's basically cosmic forces are telling me you have to start wrapping things up and get things done sooner. And so you're gonna have to build a smaller tower, and that's just gonna have to be it. That's one way of looking at it. Oh, that's no good. That tree is in the way. Ooh. Ooh is right. Ooh, what a tree. My world also got a random mountain too. When you do your episode or whatever you call it, is it a stream or is it an episode? You've done both. So when you do yours, I'll watch it. And well, I can't watch the stream if you do a stream right now. I've got stuff to do after this. But yeah. I've enjoyed watching your stuff, but I have to confess it's been in the background a little bit for me because I'm usually trying to multitask. But I do glance at least once in a while. You've made some nice builds. In fact, you've done more builds than I have. All you've really done you've had this big huge area like this. Why is that lit up over there? You've had a big huge. That must have been just me pointing out how I could get out of that place when I got stuck down there. You've had a huge area since nearly the beginning, and what I've got, when I started, it was this area surrounded completely by baobab trees and canyons and stuff. And not canyons. It looked like a mesa, and so I had to break out to here, and it was a long time coming, and I didn't know this was here. And this is relatively recent, so I'm just getting started on this. You know, it's just one of those things, I guess. But I do love your episodes, even if I don't always get to watch them perfectly. Oh, now this is in the way. And we got a tree over there somewhere, don't we? Well, there is. It's alright. Don't complain. It's just a tree. Huh? Oh. Alright. And that's wrong too, actually, but I gotta work on that separately. Stuff just it's a poop machine. Poop, 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 poop. Remember the classic days of Minecraft when people would place a dirt block and it would be like, oh, we got it's a poop block, ha 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 ha. And there would be some merriment and laughter, and but I'd be like, it never looked like poop to me, it's just dirt, but it was the closest thing they had. So now we've got something that does look like poop. They've got drier dirt, and that's where I came from, was an area with drier dirt. Now we got the wet dirt, and yeah, it's poop. Oh, wait a minute, I'm doing this wrong. These are the actual ones over here. Alright. Hey, at this point I'm just using up the shovel. Done. Jumping doesn't help. You can only, in Minecraft you jump to go faster. That completely makes no sense. And here we don't jump to go faster. We just hold down the button. And there's no fatigue. I love that. I used to be a proponent for realism in video games. Like, I'd play World of Warcraft and I'd be like, well, how come you could just run all the time and you never get tired of all the running? Alright, let's see. Put these in here. Oh. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to put one away, but that doesn't matter. Oh boy, trying to remember what we have to. Is that your own texture pack? Yeah. The texture packs are not too difficult to change. You just gotta move the files every time you do a new one. And I don't like this texture pack as much as I could, but it's better. It's more soothing to me, and that's what matters. Didn't change very many textures of objects and blocks yet, though. I used to have dirt had a Minecraft texture, but so as to differentiate it between between the, but you see, it's the soil is too close to the oak, so I gotta do something about the soil. But I have changed the color of signs so that it displays things better. You know, this one's orange. I don't know if orange is any good. It's not bright orange. What was I saying? Oh, right. I gotta make some stuff. Alright, let's see. Shover. Alright. Pickaxe. Trying to remember. I don't know why these are the best ones, why it works like that. I don't know, but it's what works. Pickaxe though needs more work though, because it only goes up to the 800s, whereas these go up to 1057. These go up to 917. These are the these numbers have been modified too. These are the numbers that are I modify the one of the text things. Otherwise, it would be much lower and much more annoying. These are great, but I don't know what the hell I did. I made these so long ago. I don't have a graphic for it. Made it out of iron, and I realize now iron is kind of difficult to get to now. They've lowered it, so yeah. And the oak, I gotta put the oak away somewhere. In fact, let's just put all the... And there's the sword. Again, I can't use the sword right now. Alright. Oh, yeah, right, the wall. I mean, I'm not working back in my starter base anyway, so I might as well work here. The wall. Let's see. We need. Well, this is just the lower part of the wall. All right. Might as well. I like it. It's all right. It's very much similar to 020, apart from the terrain changes and stuff. I haven't really... Oh, I put that in the wrong place. Tile's the other one. I haven't really been that much for changes, really. I mean, there's going to be biomes I haven't been to, and there's going to be blocks I haven't seen, and so on and so on. But it's really... It's really not that big of a deal at the moment. Focusing on my projects, the world's pretty much the same as it was. I'm led to believe that there have been some changes to make things a little bit more smooth, more efficient. I like that. Given the number of problems I've had with some other updates in Minecraft mods and a few other things, that I'm actually quite happy at this somewhat innocuous game when it comes to stuff like that. You know, it's mostly block editions. I can't wait to test them out, try them out. What did I say earlier that I was gonna try to add? Oh, I wanted to look at the iron to see if we could see anything new we could make with iron. Yeah. I haven't mined out very much iron because I don't have ladders, so I can't just climb down straight down, and there's no block that you can place that can fall. So So I have to create something with stairs every time I go down. I've got stairs back at my original base. I haven't built stairs here yet that go down. Oh, another one. Blocks are nice, but I want to see what we could do with items. Yeah. Anyway, I really like your episodes. Anybody watching this later on sees a Delta episode of Cubyz, you watch it. Very entertaining, and I like that it's single player, because there's a lot of people who play on Ashframe and they just do an episode of Ashframe and then they're like, well, we've done the episode on Ashframe, we're done. And that's a nice server, but it really needs something. I'd like to join it, actually. Maybe I'll spend a little time joining it, see what I can set up or something. I don't think there's anybody else playing single player on videos right now. It's just us. You know, we had a couple other guys, a couple other people were doing it, and I don't think they gave up, but I think they just stopped doing it. Maybe they're like, we'll wait and see what happens with the next version or something. That's the kind of mentality they got on Hytale. It's like, it's a good game, but I'm bored with it. We'll wait until it adds something else to the... Oh, am I running out of space? This definitely has to go... Wait, I've gone too far. One, two, three, four, blank. But we got a wall as well. So this is where the wall ends. Okay. Yeah, when Minecraft started, you know, you had you didn't have servers, and so people were just playing single player. Here's what I could build, and that's what I like seeing. It's pretty fun to play something niche. Yeah, well, I don't play this because it's niche. I play it because it's a block game. It's got cubic chunks. It's got LODs built in. Minecraft cannot do that. Even Hytale doesn't have those things yet. They're going to. I don't know what they're going to have for LODs, but they're definitely going to have cubic chunks. But until they add it, forget it. 25. Oh, that's no good. I gotta go down to 21 with this? Alright, tell you what, I'm going to not do this today. This is 21. This is what we want. This is kind of clunky. Yeah, so much potential. Unfortunately, potential does not always guarantee success. But it is potential, yes, you got that right. I liked getting in on the ground floor at 000 because I could say I played the game since the very beginning. Although it's not the beginning, is it? It's just when it was made publicly available. Alright, here we go. Wrong button. Gotta find a better pickaxe than what we got. Come on, get out of the way. I just do this. Okay. Okay, now we could build the tower, but I mean not the tower, the wall. Tower. We're nowhere near the tower. At last! Go faster this way. And then clunk. I just sit here doing this for a half hour, just holding the button down, just going bloop 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 bloop, bloop, little poop machine going on here. And then then the game encountered errors. Look at the log, and the log just says basically that everything is really slow. It's just trying to generate too many things at once or something. Okay, wall went out to here. Why is this down here? Wait, what are we on? Alright, so this should have been... I wonder what that was. And there's a funny shadow on this square. Sometimes you can't pillar up. You jump, you can't place the block. Why not? I don't know. Let's see, can I do this? Oh, this is a little better. Just means gotta hold the button down. I mean, press the button faster. I think I could go faster than this. I think we could just do this. Also played Cubyz and I have a lot of stone to collect, so I'm digging a tunnel. Love tunnels. I absolutely love tunnels. Ah! Why did it stop? I have 120. Oh, it's because I was doing those. Duh. Yeah, if I ever need stone for something. Oh, and I just stupidly made it impossible for me to get up there. Can't jump up 2 blocks like in Hightail. And that's my fault entirely. I should be able to do this. There's gotta be a way to do this. I guess this is the fastest way. Oh! Oh, don't block that up. We need that. I need the door to be at a different level. Maybe we could have like a stairs and then have a door on top. Well, we don't have doors in the game. A fake looking door. I'll show you my fake door over here. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos. I mean, this is this is lucky number 13. Here's my fake door. It's stuck in the open position. That way I could get in and out. Speaking of which, I'm gonna need some of these guys. Let's see. Where are you? Wait, that's not it. Got any other hidden things in there? We'll get real doors soon. I did it again. We'll get real doors soon enough. That tree should be okay. Yeah, I was going to build a pathway to this huge hole that was halfway up a mountain. Not a mountain. Big giant cliff face. And I was so excited, and it was just a couple of days ago when I had my last stream for 020. And then unexpectedly this came out, and the hole vanished from the side of the cliff. Must have been a cave-in or something. I don't know. So now I don't want to build a path over there. This would be faster, I think. No, it's not faster. All right, fine. If only I could go fast while placing these blocks. I would need to have a precision beyond even my expert skills at this sort of thing. Huh? Oh, it's because I placed the block over here. Yeah, we need to do this. Well, the main problem is I don't know if when they make doors for the game, if you could place the doors on stairs or not. On Minecraft you can't, but in Hytale you can. You can do it in Minecraft with a mod, but that's not the same thing. All right, well let's put this away here. There we go. Would love to have fake doors. I mean, I'm sorry, I'd love to have real doors. I've heard a few people complaining about that. I try not to complain about it because I know they're going to do something. Maybe they're looking into seeing if they can have a door that can swing open. Now, I've seen doors that swing open in Minecraft mods, but I don't really need it to be like that. I'd be fine with it being the way it is. 4 torches in 1 block. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you're talking about the multi-block stuff, like that. Yeah, I know about that. Multi-block comes from Minecraft. I don't really care for that myself right now. I don't really feel like I need it. There we go. There's some speed going on here. I might as well just keep at it. I got more. Are we gonna go all the way? Oh, I got careful. I think I have a hole somewhere here that I placed blocks on top of before I decided we were going to have a path here. So I gotta be careful, not accidentally break the hole. Ah! Speak of the devil, but it's not much of a hole. Man, it was so weird playing the game back in 000. You'd be digging something out, and then a huge, gigantic hole 10 blocks deep would spawn in, and oh. This does not make me think of a... It's a shepherd's crook. It's not shoving anything. Alright, we gotta get this. Where are you? Man. Here comes Speed Placer. He places lots of blocks. Da 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 da. It's so helpful to not have to make slabs, which I really would have wanted to make, but. And then there's this. You gotta wait a couple seconds there. There we go. That's hard-coded into the game. I wouldn't be able to fix that. Found out you could also speed bridge. Speed bridge? How is that possible? With crouching? How do you speed bridge while crouching? That doesn't seem possible. I mean, it might be, but... I mean, what I would do... Let's... where's a good place I could do some bridging from? From which I could do some bridging. Alright, so let's say I'm up here and I'm going to do bridging across there for no stupid reason. So you do this. That's about as fast as it gets. I can't figure out how to... Walking backwards and crouching at the last moment to not fall off before you place a block. Well, I'm the kind of guy that can only crouch by holding the button. Or... more risk of falling off. Though that doesn't seem like something I'd want to do. Well, if you could do it, that's great. At least it's better than like back in the days of Minecraft before you had crouching to avoid falling off, and then you would just fall off. I hated that. Wasn't a good time. It's never a good time for anything in the world. Da, 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 da. Here comes Block Breaker. Yeah, I'm all about safety, you know. If you're safe, you're not dead. Nothing more annoying than to get killed while doing something and then you have to respawn somewhere else. Nobody wants that. I mean, if you're trying to deliberately get killed because you've it's a long journey to somewhere. Yeah, fine, but it's like one day we'll have faster means of transportation. Didn't even have crouch. Oh yeah, it was horrible. You could fall off. Yeah, you'd be on the edge of the block and you're like, can I place this? Can I place this? Yes! Kind of thing. It was horrible. Oh, it was impossible to do some builds, and bridges were hell. Yeah, so we are right now standing on the shoulders of the giants who know when something is good and they make something a certain way, and that's what we have. You want to make something, if somebody wants to make something new out of somebody wants to make something new by a new kind of game mechanic or something, and it's great, but then you're like, then you start seeing how wonderful the old game mechanic was. I only started playing like 1.5 something, yeah. Oh, I'm really loading up on this stuff here. Alright, we gotta make this corner really count for something. I guess the corners don't really need to be flattened out, but I just want to do that because I don't know how much we're going to need to fill in the holes over here. Look at this big hole over here. Ugh. I thought I was down there, but there's no torches. All right, let's see. What level are we at? We're at 26. We have to go to 21. Rip. 23, 21. Here we go. This is it. So we'll place the torch. I'm also not used to this is a weird thing. You know, you got this goes by 10 wide. I love that it's 10 instead of 9. Okay, because it's 1 through 0 on the keyboard. But then down here there's 12. They could have done 12. Because after all, we've got 1 through 0, and then we've got dash, and then we've got equals. And that's perfect, because you could do it this way. Dash equals, you know. But then they don't have that for here, and so I don't know why that's the case. So it's not a complaint per se. It's just I don't understand why it was done like that. Just seems arbitrary is all. I also saw other people that noticed that. It's pretty odd. It's not that it's odd, it's just... Well, maybe it is odd. Well, technically, 10 and 12 are actually even. Oh, it's nice to have 12 in the hotbar. Oh, yes. I used to play, there was a mod for Minecraft. What was it called? Can't remember. It had like... You open the inventory and you've got like 400 slots. Something inventory. Overpowered inventory. That was the name of it. They kept changing how the mod worked though, because they weren't satisfied with what they had. So they kept changing it and it was just wrong. Then there was one called Inf what? What was it called? I can't remember. Inf something. I loved that because... Well, I just did. It was just so lovely. but the guy stopped updating it because he's just playing his. He just did it for his. He just did it for his single player world, or maybe it's a server, but he hasn't updated the single player world to any later version, so that's no good. So he just keeps it the way it was, and it works the way it was. All right, so we gotta. I gotta take some back out. Alright, so we'll have this. Oh man, it's almost 3 hours already. Well, I got time, I guess. I just didn't want to take the time to do all this. And now that I've played Hytale so much, I keep thinking, okay, let's use the let's use the pickaxe for everything. Well, they have a regular hand axe for chopping down trees, but everything else is like you break the dirt with the pick. And they're like, "Why don't you have a shovel in the game?" Yes, there is a shovel in the game, but the shovel does like 6 blocks at the same time. Everybody's coming up with their own ideas as to what makes a good block game. And I think some of these ideas are very quirky, quixotic, and but not something you want. Some people wouldn't mind, but some of us do. So Cubyz has its, or Cubyz, or there's a, on the Discord, there's a debate over what it should be called, how it should be called, and I think Cubyz is in the form of a Polish word, so I'm thinking it probably should be pronounced as if it was in Polish. There's a woman who posts on YouTube whose name is Anna Cubyz. I guess you could ask her how she pronounces it. Hytale is probs the only big voxel game I haven't played yet. I don't know much about it. Well, you know, there's no way to play it for free. You have to pay for it, and that upsets a lot of people right now. No, seriously though, it's a good game. Needs work. They're not doing much for terrain generation fixes that you can see because the game is so early that they're working on Terrain Gen V2, which is a German rocket. All right. Reach the beginning of Vintage Story. Ah, yes, Vintage Story. I've seen you've done some of those videos. You pronounce it as QB. QB. Oh, I just remembered. I just unlocked it old. Back in 6th grade, there was this girl who was drawing comics because the boys were all drawing comics, I think. And she created a character called Cuby, spelled C-U-B-Y. Oh, I forgot about him. That comic didn't last very long. Man, that was years and years and years ago. It was like, no, what was 6th grade for me? 1982? Long time ago. I've completely forgotten about that. You just try to block out memories in the past, and that's just how it goes. Yeah, Vintage Story is a good game. I've got friends who play it, and so we had a Vintage Story. Wait, we were going to have a Vintage Story server, but I couldn't stand the game myself at the time. There were just certain things that were just so different about the game that I just didn't want to do this. I don't want to have to do this to be able to do that if I could just do this in Minecraft. Was how I saw it. You know. So it's not my kind of block game. There's a few other block games. There's a game called Cubyz Cube something or other. Can't remember the name of it. I like that game, but it too is fairly different. I don't mind a game being different. I really don't. But it's like, do I want to play it? Master the. So it's. I guess it's just not for me. That said, of course, it is popular. It's got things that are good about it. Oh no, my block turned orange. Another texture pack thing. Another interesting thing, you can go faster forwards. You can't go faster backwards. You can't go faster left or right. Understandable given the nature of human legs, or maybe even snail legs. Snails don't have legs. Oh, I need more. I'm running out. I'm actually running out. I thought I had enough. Ran out. For me, Vintage is also not really a block game or a survival game that happens to have blocks. Yeah, that's exactly it. You have put the hail on the Ned. You barely build things in a normal playthrough. You probably do get to build more things than in, let's say, Dragon Quest Builders, though, I should think. I've run out. I've run out of marble. I get all my marble from downstairs. I'm gonna go back to my base. It's gonna take a little while. Actually, what I should do is I should place the soil in case they ever do add grass spreading without having to make something. In case they ever do add grass spreading, they added grass spreading really, really quickly to Hightail. It was like not there in the first couple versions, and then suddenly there it is. But if they don't add it here, that's because there's something about tick updates that isn't going properly. All right, we gotta put stuff away here. All right, so what we gotta do here? This is my rather crappy little base. That's just so I have places to store things, and if we ever have beds, I have a place to put a bed. Imagine they put beds in the game and then you can't change your spawn location, and you have to keep respawning at the world's spawn location, which is the way the hell down here. Say, look, here's a tunnel. But if I want a bunch of, let's say I want a bunch of slate, I'm not going to say, oh, let's build a tunnel or dig a tunnel. What I would do is I'd go down to slate level and I'd just start digging out in a quarry. The idea is you could right-click on dirt with grass seeds to turn it into grass. That's not a bad idea, but I think that there aren't enough grass seeds for that. Maybe an item to make a large area grass. That might be interesting. Yeah, like you could click on a dirt block somewhere with a special item that was made, and then it does a flood fill for all nearby locations for, let's say, 128 or something. Some number. All right, here is my main area. I just cleared this out. There's the avatar. I don't know if anybody's done pixel art before me. Probably on Ashframe, they've probably done pixel art. Farm grass with the grass seeds. I haven't made a sickle, or I do have a sickle actually. Do I have a sickle? Sickle. I have an old sickle this is from 00, I think. I don't think I've used it very much. I haven't tested it out, see if it works on anything. Man, do I still have grass seeds around here? Yeah, Yes! Good, so that still works. I don't know what version stopped with the grass seeds, but I've got all the other grass seeds. There's 3 kinds. 3, wait. Oh, dry grass, so that's, yeah, 3 kinds. Ugh. I gotta work on making a better sickle than what we made. I just made that for the sake of making it. Okay, so I need to make more pickaxes. I'll just make... I don't know why I did that. I cannot remember how to make these. I have to always keep the graphic handy to look at it. So if this was a one-screen video, if I was just doing one screen, I wouldn't be able to see this. I would freak out. I wouldn't be able to play the game. I'd be like, I have to keep figuring this out. I don't know what I would do. It would just drive me crazy. Okay, so shover, we have one here. That didn't work. Mm-hmm. And there we go. Alright, so pickaxe. Pickaxe is the one we don't have working yet. I wish it did. It was so wonderful. 3, 4, 5, 6. And there was another change, wasn't there? No? Why that takes it away, I don't know. Alright, well, we got the other pickaxe there. Okay. I really have a good design in the tool bricks, and I forgot how to make it again. Yeah, that's why I have to have my maybe in the future what we could have, and I'm not a coder, so I can't come up with this, but we could have like a special tool, like a press Y for a tool button or something, and then you get this and it shows a bunch of recipes that you made that you saved. So we're going for the marble. See, here's a bunch of slate here. If I want slate, I can, like, I have my slate quarry is actually downstairs because it's closer to the marble. We got some here though. This is, oh, that is a mess. I've been down there and there's nothing down there. Why does this feel like it's slower than usual? Alright, here's the marble level. Now down here, what are we at? We're at 191. No, I have time to go down here. I can't wait till I start clearing out in this area. Oh, we're nope. Here it is. Silver, old iron. So this is what's driving me crazy. This is the level for silver and for old iron, as you can see up there. And also 500 is old silver. By old, of course, I mean the old chunks. Now, I don't know if any of the old chunks have iron in them, or if they've just been all replaced with silver. So if I want iron, I have to go down. If I want iron, I have to go down there to be sure of getting it. And there's all this. Now, this is the 02. These are the 02 results. I need the 03 results, and I don't know what they are. I have to look them up. And so that's how that goes. A tool recipe building. Oh, where you put signs up. Yeah, that's a nice idea. Well, like I said, I got a sign down there that shows me where everything is. Have a map room. We could have a tool room. Alright, so here's the quarry. Once I've done everything on this level, then I do everything upstairs from here. Alright. I didn't know they changed the depth for iron. Yeah, they changed a bunch of things. And I don't know what they've done for 03 yet, so your guess is as good as mine right now. I'm not like the guys who do all those snapshot videos and they say, it's new Minecraft snapshot 26W13F74 whatever. You know, I look, what I've got is like, I just play the regular version because I really don't want to make these holes down here. So I'm not able to pay attention to how things are progressing very well. I just watch someone else's video and then I'm like, oh, this is good. I nod my head and I'm like, try to remember this for next time. Yeah, it's about -500. At least that's what the sign said. I've got it also in my Discord, of course. I don't have a server for Cubyz on the Discord. I have a server for Hightail, and we had a server for Minecraft Minecraft Middle Earth mod. But now that my build isn't going to transfer over with that, that's a no good. I feel called out now. I only play on Master and follow things that change way too closely. Well, that's... No, I'm just saying that you know, people do things differently. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying, hey, I do it differently because I want to play the stable version only. Well, it's not really stable, but you know what I mean. It is nice to see the stuff when it changes and you're like, hey, this happened and this happened and let's see, my guess is I need a couple more stacks at least. Maybe I'll finish the tool or finish the next tool. Oop. Oop. Can't shift click into the next one. Prob's a good idea, honestly. I set up so I make backups before I start the world because one day things will probs break. Weekly backups too. Oh yeah, well, I used to back everything up right before I streamed. Whoa! It doesn't look like copper. It looks darker because, well, it's the darker area, I guess. Alright. Backups are always a great idea in any game, even non-block games. I remember when they changed to 001, or was it 010, or one of those versions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, a couple more. And what I had done was I was trying to change the textures, but I wanted a copy of all the other textures. And so I made a copy, but then when I'm playing the world, and it's got biomes for both instances of, and so there were everything was doubled. There were double the biomes, double the objects, Man, it was horrible to have to sort that out. Backup didn't save me on that one. I had to figure a way around that. Oh man, there's so many of these things. Got a lot of coal blocks. Oh yeah, one more row should be enough. Good. Yeah, how would we do a building for tools? First of all, it has to have the crafting in it. But that doesn't take much. Maybe we could have some storage or something as well.